So I'm just going to jump right into today's video, and we're going to talk about field sharpening, keeping your pocket knives, your hunting knives, your field knives, your axes, even things like fishing hooks. Keeping that stuff sharp in the field is very important. It's ice fishing season, so keeping my fillet knives sharp, for example, is important to me this time of year. So at home, I use several different things. I have, like a benchtop type guided sharpener. We looked at the Worksharp one a couple weeks back. That video got a lot of attention. I also have this kit that I used to take with me out into the field. I'd throw it in my day hiking kit. I'd take it camping with me, and this works pretty well. It's pretty comprehensive. I've got some DMT stones in here in 4 different grits. I've got a serrated blade sharpener, Sharpie here. I've got a little towel in the back here, some Loctite for maybe your pocket knife screws came a little loose. Then I've got this lubricant here. So that works pretty well. And then I have just a strap that I use. Now, I take these out into the field, as I mentioned, but I pretty much lately have just been keeping these in the drawer. This combination here works really well. If I'm sitting at my desk, I can just pick up a knife and keep it really sharp. But what we're going to talk about today is the Worksharp guided field sharpener. Now, I've been using this for about a month now. It's been out for quite a while. I just never had gotten my hands on one. So I have a lot of other Worksharp products, and they do make really good products, and this is one of them. I think this is probably the most comprehensive field sharpener, in something this size that you could take with you out in the field. It has the ability to do, your pocket knives, your hunting knives, fishing knives, full-size field knives. You can even do axes with this, and it has some other little components here to do fish hooks as well. So it really is a pretty comprehensive solution in a lightweight package. This only weighs 4.6 ounces, and it'll slide into any pocket, slide into any little zippered compartment or whatever in your bag. And it really has every component that my other kits have, just all in this one tool, making it great. So it's got a 5-stage sharpening system. You've got 2 diamond plates. You've got a fine 600 grit sharpening plate, and then on the other side you have a coarse 220 grit diamond plate. So you're not really going to use the coarse unless you've got some maybe some small little chips or some rolls to take out. Mainly you're just going to touch it up with the fine, and for those super steels that don't dull that quickly, you also have several different components to keep those razor sharp as well. So you have 2 ceramic rods. You have a large ceramic rod and then a smaller ceramic rod here. To me, I don't really get the need for the small ceramic rod there, since you have the large one. But I suppose the small one would be handy to maybe do serrations or to do fish hooks, for example. Now, if you look on the side of the ceramic rod, it's actually a 3-stage ceramic rod. So you've got an F there that is for fine. We can go ahead and turn this to the fish hook setting, which has a groove down the middle, so it allows you to use those fish hooks down the middle of that ceramic rod. And then you've got a coarser setting here. Mainly, probably 99% of the time, I just have it on the fine. There is guides here, 20 degree guides here for your stones, so that's nice. It helps you achieve that angle. That's on both sides. And then you have, I believe it's a 25 degree angle up on the ceramic rod. Once you get fairly good at sharpening, you pretty much can tell whether you're hitting the angle or not. And then what's really cool is you have this strap built right into the side here. It's got green strap compound on there. So really what you get with this tool is a really robust, really durable product that has all the little sharpening, options that you could use out in the field to keep those tools nice and sharp. Now, one other thing that I will mention is that these plates are magnetic, so they do pop off. And on the inside here, you not only have a little storage compartment that you could put things in, but on the other side you have broadhead wrenches. Not sure that you're ever going to use those. You know, if you have your broadheads on your arrows, you could use this to tighten and loosen those. You know, I generally just throw a glove on and do it that way. So, you know, not that big a deal, but it is in the tool, so I thought I'd show it to you. You can see here, this one says coarse. It doesn't really matter which side you put these on. So let me zoom you out and I'll walk you through how to use this sharpener. Now, my bushcraft knife is super duper sharp. Generally, these are going to be, for me, they're going to be 3V. They're going to be AEBL steel. So they are, you know, going to be fairly durable, fairly resistant to any kind of chips or nicks, and they're going to, you know, have that pretty good edge retention. So I don't really need to ever run this on the fine blade. But, you know, I can touch it up on the ceramic rod. So you're simply just going to run this lightly over the ceramic rod. And this, again, is already really sharp, so I only have to do it a couple times there. You can check your edge here, and it's just razor, razor sharp. Probably don't even need the strop. But again, you do have the guides on your strop as well. So you basically just line it up with that guide there and then run it across. And then when you get good, you know how to do it. So basically you just run this across the stropping compound. You're going the opposite way that you would go when you're sharpening. And again, I'm not applying very much pressure at all. I'm just running lightly on there. And that knife is definitely good to go. So the field sharpener is also obviously going to work for your folding blades as well. Again, this is a super steel here, so it's pretty dang sharp. You know, when you have these things laying around, I keep all my knives and tools sharp, so I don't even really have to run it on either diamond plate. Again, I can just touch this one up with the ceramic rod. Just run that back and forth a couple times, and that's really probably all it's going to take. Again, I could, well, yeah, see, one side is a little bit sharper than the other. Sometimes you're getting it so sharp that every single time, no matter how much light pressure you put on that, you're actually rolling that bevel over to the other side. And that's where that strop comes in, because that'll actually do a little bit less to your blade, and that'll just straighten that blade right out. And it should give you the same amount of sharpness on both sides. And yep, that is scary sharp there. Let's grab a knife that I haven't touched in quite a while. Something like this Leatherman here. Now this is a softer steel, so it's going to dull faster, you know, upon use. Go ahead and pull this out here. Yeah, pretty dang dull there. So it's probably not quite dull enough to use the coarse side here. That's really what you're going to use if you had like chips or dings. There's no real chips or anything in this blade, so I am going to start on the fine side here. And then again, I'm just going to line it up with this guide here. You can kind of see, if I angle that there, you're just laying it right on this guide. Now it is 20 degrees, and not all knives are going to be 20 degrees, but it does give you a nice starting point there. So I'm just going to start there, and I'm just going to do some light strokes all the way across. And you can do a certain count. You know, I could do like 5 on one side, switch it up, do 5 on the other, and then count down from there. So that's probably what I'll do. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll do 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and every time I'm just laying it and starting on that the guide there. You want to check your blade. That's working pretty well. It's not running up any higher than the actual grind. So then we'll do 4 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 4 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 this way. 1, 2, 3. 2 this way. 1, 2, 1, 2, then 1, 1, and 1. And then I'll check for a burr here. I can see that that's made a nice burr on there. Then we can move over to our ceramic rod. Again, you can just line it right up with the angle here. And I'm just going to hit it probably twice, 2 or 3 times. We'll go 3, then do 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure at all. Then we'll just go 1 and 1, and I'll check it. if one side is sharper than the other, which it is. You could sit there and play all day on your ceramic rod. No matter how light you do it, it's going to roll over that edge. So that's where that strop comes in. So then I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to line it up again with the guide here. You have guides here, you have guides there, and you have guides on your ceramic rod as well. So I'm just going to line this up and I'm just going to run it a couple times across my strop. So again, we'll just go lightly on each side here. Check that for sharpness. Super duper sharp. Just grabbed a piece of paper here. We can check out the edge. Definitely nice and sharp. So we can even use the sharpener to sharpen our axes here. This one is fairly sharp. No nicks or chips. So again, I can take that the fine portion there, and for this I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm not going to try to run it across like that. I'm just going to use it sort of puck style. If you've ever had a puck, you kind of just go like that. So that's kind of what I'm going to do for this. I'm going to hold this just parallel to the table here, and take my fine side here, and I'll just kind of go in circles and go evenly across the blade. And again, if you had like nicks or anything, you could use this coarse side of this. So basically what I'm trying to do is get a burr, and I can already feel that there's a super sharp burr on that. So I'll flip my axe around the other way and we'll hit this side a little bit. And already have a burr on the other side and kind of lost it on that side. So I'll just hit this just a little bit. Kind of want to even your edge out on both sides. So once you've hit that with your diamond stone a little bit and gotten it fairly sharp on both sides, there's really no need to use a ceramic rod or go any further on an axe, at least in my opinion. I'm not looking for a super duper razor sharp brittle edge. Just as long as the cutting edge is sharp and not dull, your axe is going to work fine for you. So it is nice that you can touch up even larger tools like axes in the field. So that's it, the Worksharp guided field sharpener, lightweight, robust, and has a bunch of different options for sharpening a bunch of different tools. I like it. It's going to, pretty much become a staple in my pack. Take it when I go camping, for example. I want to know what you guys think. Make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below. Give this video a big thumbs up for me. I'll leave a link below to where you guys can pick one of these up for yourself. Anything you do purchase off my Amazon links does go a long way to help the channel, and you don't pay any more, so I appreciate that. Please share this video to any friends or family who might be interested, and if you haven't already done so, click that red subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified of new videos.